Trident farm. It's cheap, really easy to build, and is gonna get you full durability tridents. Okay, and here's everything that you need for this trident farm. As you can see, it's all here. You can finally stop harassing me for the exact amounts of blocks. But yeah, it's not that expensive. By the way, these are 2 droppers and 1 dispenser. They're not the same thing. And as always, 2 water buckets are enough to make an infinite water source. I'm gonna show you how we can make it later because you're obviously gonna need more than 2 water blocks. So let's stop talking and let's get to building. And the first step of this tutorial, it's the location. You have to build this trident farm on top of an ocean, but I really recommend you go for this exact structure. These right here are ocean ruins, and as you can see, a lot of tridents spawn around them. So it is the best spot for this farm. You usually find them everywhere and, you know, they're not that useful. I mean, they might got a chest in there. Maybe. I don't know. Let's check. Oh, they do. They do. But yeah, this is what I was talking about. They're practically useless. But for this farm, they're really good. And the first step for today's tutorial is to take your solid blocks, and I want you to build up until you reach position 150. So that Y position going up, it needs to be 150. And this is to make sure that none of the drowned spawn on the bottom and they all spawn on top of the farm. 150. And now from this solid block, I want you to make a 4x6 platform. Now I want you to look at one of these 4 block sides and count 3 blocks in. So 1, 2, 3. And on the third blocks, I want you to place 2 temporary blocks just like this and a double chest on top. Now on the left side of the double chest, I want you to go behind it and place 2 droppers facing up, and on top a dispenser facing into the other side of the double chest. And for the 2 hoppers, the first one is going to be behind the chest next to the dispenser, and for the second one, go back to the front, break this left bottom block and replace it with a hopper going into the bottom dropper. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for everybody's favorite part, redstone. But don't worry, it's really simple. Start by placing a lever next to this bottom hopper and click it. Place 4 blocks in an L shape after this lever, just like this. From this lever, place 1 redstone dust and then a redstone repeater. This is really important. You need to click it twice. So 1 and then 2. So this is 3 ticks in total. Now next to the second dropper, I want you to place a top slab. And now place some redstone on the remaining blocks. So these 3 bottom ones, but also on top of the slab, just like this. And now for the final step, place 1 redstone torch next to the top dispenser. And as you can see, our redstone mechanism is working properly. It might seem a little confusing now, but don't worry, it's gonna make a lot of sense later. So let's just keep going. I want you to start by placing a campfire on top of the top hopper. And now take your glass blocks and surround the campfire from all sides, just like this. And now it's really simple. For each one of these 4 blocks, including this dispenser, I want you to build up 21 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 18, 19, 20, and 21. And do it for all of the other blocks. So you should end up with this like long glass tube. But yeah, go on top of it and place a ring of slabs surrounding this hole in the middle. And now on any of these slabs, I want you to place 1 temporary block and 1 fence gate next to it. It can be any kind, it doesn't matter, but you need to open it. Now get rid of the temporary block. And now I want you to pay attention. There's a little bit of counting to do. Go to any side, it doesn't really matter, but place 1 block next to the slabs. Now 1 temporary block next to it, 1 on top, and break the first one. And repeat the same step until you have 9 of these diagonal blocks. So 2 blocks, break the bottom one, 2 blocks, break the bottom one, until you have 9 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. From the top to the bottom. Starting from the bottom block, I want you to make a ring around these slabs, just like I'm doing here. And now we're going to be repeating the same step for each one of these blocks. So making a ring around the previous ring that we just placed. Ringception or something. And just like that, we're done. This is what you should end up with. It's like a hopper that like turned white. Next, I want you to go to each one of these corners, and there is a bit of trimming to do. Count 3 blocks down diagonally. So 1, 2, 3. Place 1 block, move 1 block up, place another one, and break this final one. It's kind of confusing, but this is what you should end up with, and do it for all corners. So again, third block, place 1 block, another one on top, and break these blocks, and just do it again. Once you did that, go to the final layer and build 1 more block up all around. And once you're done, it's water time. I'm pretty sure a lot of people already know this, but some of you are still kind of confused about it. So to make an infinite water source, it's really simple. I'm going to go outside the farm, extend it by 2 blocks, and then make like a ring around these 4 blocks. I told you to bring 2 water buckets, and you only need 2. Place 1 in one corner, and on the opposite one, place the second one, and this right here is an infinite water source. No matter how many times I pick up this water, it's infinite. It's never gonna run out. And once you're done with it, you can just like place some blocks to close it and get rid of it. So take your water, and I want you to go to the final layer, so this one that we just built, and place one water bucket next to each block just like this from all sides. And if we did everything correctly, it should all flow perfectly to the middle just like this. And now suppose I'm a drowned, I just spawned here on top. I'm just gonna get pushed all the way down to the hole in the middle. Now all we need to work on is the roof. So again, go on top of this final layer, and I want you to build it up again, but this time 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. I promise this is the final time. Do it all around. And now for the final step, take your leaves, and I want you to place some blocks not only on top of this like ring, so cover all of this funnel using leaves. This is really important. You cannot use any other block or else it's not going to work. It has to be leaves. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, our farm is complete. I'm going to show you how it works. It's really simple. I'm going to start by going all the way down to this spot, which is going to be our AFK area. So we're just going to be sitting here and waiting for some drown to spawn. And as you can see, not a couple seconds later, we already got 2 drowns. That was 2. But as you can see, a lot of them are going to start to drop. They're going to go on top of the campfire wall. They're basically going to die. And all of their loot is going to go into this chest right here. And you're probably wondering, like, what are we doing with this entire mechanism over here? Well, this is where it gets fun. As you can see, that was a drown that was holding a Nautilus shell, and we got it in the chest. And they are special. If you see a drowned holding a trident, there is a big chance that he can drop it full durability if you drop him a Nautilus shell. And of course, we're going to be exploiting this feature. Once we have enough, we're going to start this mechanism, which will transport all of the Nautilus shell all the way up to this dispenser, which is going to start throwing them consistently, so we can get a lot of full durability tridents. We can't start it yet, though. We need at least 30 Nautilus shells. So now all you have to do is just wait until you have enough, and don't worry, it's not going to take that long. Okay, it's been like less than 10 minutes, and we already got all of this rotten flesh, but more importantly, we got 32 Nautilus shells. And I forgot to say it, if you have some like laying around from fishing, or I don't know how you got them, you can also use them. Anyways, now open the bottom hopper, and I want you to spread 1 item per slot, just like this, and place the final 28 or 26 if you start with 30 in this final spot right here. And now all you have to do is press this lever. As you can see, the mechanism is working, so it's going to be constantly dropping Nautilus shells. They're going to go into the chest, go back to the same hopper, and that's it. And trust me, that 10-minute wait for 30 Nautilus shells is going to be worth it, because we're going to start getting a lot of tridents. And boom! Okay, this is not even a joke. Literally like less than a minute in, we already got our first trident, and as you can see, it's full durability. So the way it works, they drop down, they pick up an Nautilus shell if they can, and they're gonna give us their tridents in return. Oh my god, 2 minutes later, and we got 1, 2, 3 more tridents than we got before. It's just insane. Okay, and this is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please, like, you need to build this farm like right now. It's so good. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. It was me, Modstop. Bye-bye.